A local attorney throws her hat in the ring for district judge. To hear her story, stay tuned with us at 11. Attorney Ellie Kerstetter has been practicing law for 10 years, but recently she has decided to attempt to practice in a new fashion. Kerstetter was nominated in January to run for 30th 13th District Judge. She is the first Hispanic or Latina candidate in the state.
Communication is a big deal. I mean, that's the main thing that occurs between a judge and a defendant, and I would break that gap. I'd be able to communicate with Spanish-speaking people that come into the courtroom directly. I think that that's what's lacking at some point.
Wave 3 caught up with Ellie as she shared a meal with some colleagues from a nonprofit geared toward motivating and inspiring Hispanic youths. She shared what she believes her diverse background can bring to the table.
By being able to communicate directly with the defendant, let them know what their consequences are if they don't do what is required of them.
Members of the organization, Adelante, say they believe her insights and ideas could prove useful to Kentucky's legal system.
I'm big on protocol. She's not like, well, we got to do this and we got to think about that. She is a doer and a mover and a shaker. She thinks things through on her own very, very wisely, but once she gets moving on stuff, she just keeps moving.
Kerstetter will be running against Dina D. McDonald in the upcoming November 2nd election. Paige Quiggins, Wave 3 News. U of L receives recognition for being military friendly. I'm Paige Quiggins, and I've got the story on wave3.com. The University of Louisville has made the grade when it comes to assisting and supporting veterans. GI Jobs magazine, an online publication, designated U of L as being military friendly.
The opening of the Office of Military and Veteran Student Services has been a phenomenal help to me and other students in pursuing my education and my degree and any problems that may arise that are unique specifically to veterans.
Generally, it's that one-on-one contact that we have with our peer advisors who are also veterans that assist with our incoming veteran students.
Newcomer Chris Mueller says that the office helped him with the transition from the Marine Corps to college.
I was in the military for 4 years. I've wanted this more and more every year that's passed. Just graduated high school. It didn't really have that break in order to really appreciate what education does for you.
Though they may not always be considered veterans, U of L has its own Reserves Officers Training Corps, ROTC, community.
A person's first date of military service, even if they've been 4 years in ROTC, is their commissioning date. There are a few exceptions to that, so you can be accepted to affiliate with an ROTC program and maintain your military status, like the Army's Green to Gold program.
And you say, off propel. Off propel!
Belknap and Shelby campus are home to over 20,000 students, 800 of which are veterans, not including ROTC members. Paige Quiggins, Wave 3 News. Thousands of people watch the races at Churchill Downs, but many don't know what goes on behind the spires. While bets can be made for races from May to July and the end of October to Thanksgiving, employees are working 3/4 of the year preparing for these seasons.
It's pretty much a team effort. There's a lot of people involved in just one horse race. It's difficult to actually get a horse to the races.
For every horse at the post, there are around 8 to 10 people behind the gates. The horses gain strength through the trainers. Trainers can gain strength through an outside source.
It's an all-inclusive community back here, taking care of educational needs for our adults, spiritual needs, social needs, recreational needs. The backbone, the heart and soul of racing is right out in the barns back here. The grooms, the hot walkers, the trainers, the exercise riders, the farriers, equine dentists, all of those who take care of us make it possible.
While the track is only open certain months, the church doors are open throughout the year. Paige Quiggins, Churchill Downs, Wave3.com. The entire Louisville Metro Police Department is in shock tonight after losing one of their own. Good evening, I'm Paige Quiggins. An Indiana man is charged with murdering his ex-wife and then dumping her body. Court documents show Robert Petty admitted to police a few weeks ago that he choked her, left her, and knew he had probably killed her. Today, Petty was in court for the first time on this case. Wave 3's Elizabeth Donatelli was in Scottsburg and joins us with today's developments.